Hi guys, and welcome to this video, which is on enclosures for the tune in a mellow tone. Now, I just want to remind you, very important this. If you've not got the chord notes down, don't even try to do any of these, okay? Because if you're not 100% sure on the chord notes, then all of these types of enclosures are embellishments or improvisation based on the fact that we know our chord notes. In fact, any type of vocabulary that I'm teaching you is exactly that. So you should never move on until you are 100% of the chord notes, because you can play a fantastic solo, I believe, just using the chord notes and a bit of syncopation and some space. So please bear that in mind. Very important. Don't overlook it. Don't be in a rush to move on, okay? Because you can't move on without knowing those chord notes, in my opinion. I have a much easier time and a much more fulfilling time improvising when I know the chord changes for a standard. Even better when they're internalized. What does internalise mean? It means I don't need to look at the lead sheet. I just know the chords. I can just play through that entire standard, just playing through the chords. If I'm at that stage with the jazz standard, I know I stand a much better chance of playing a very melodic, musical jazz solo with lots of great vocabulary. So speaking of vocabulary, here we go with the first bit of vocabulary. I'm going to put the music on the screen for this one. The first one I'll put in B flat, and this is 2-note enclosures a la Clifford Brown. Okay, the way that I do this is diatonically from above, whatever the key center is, or the chord from above, and always a semitone below. Pretty much always a semitone, but let your ear be your guide. Okay, sometimes people do a semitone above and a semitone below. Remember, you can target any of the chord notes, yeah? The 9th, the 7th, the 5th, the 3rd, the tonic. So practice, make sure, if you've got a C7, make sure you feel comfortable enclosing all of those chord notes. If you've got an F7, make sure you're comfortable enclosing those chord notes. Okay, activity 2 is, for want of a better phrase, it's like a Tom Harrell. I got it from Tom Harrell, this phrase where you just play the chord note, go up 2 notes of a scale, miss a note, and then play the note above that. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 5. And that's how I think of it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5 within a key center. So if it was C7, it would be C, D, E, G, E, F, G, B flat, G, A, B flat, D, so on and so forth. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5. So the first chord note, even if it's the 3rd, I think of that as the 1, and then just play off that. Hope that's not too confusing. It's just the way my brain works. Check it out, okay? Remember, this is just an etude. You would never play a chorus like this. This is just to get some of that vocabulary into your ear fingers and work through it. Okay, activity 3, as I say in the lesson plan, I got the idea from Stan Getz, and it's just coming down the chord notes. It works best coming down. That is the phrase or the piece of vocabulary. Again, just practice it on simple chords. Practice it on C chord, practice it on F chord, practice it on G chord. Then maybe start to incorporate the seventh. These are just different ways that you just might practice that, isolate it on its own. Okay, and then of course try it like this with the tune, which is in a mellow tone. Here we go, activity 3. Okay, activity 4, absolutely fantastic piece of vocabulary this, chromatic enclosures, not for the faint-hearted, lots of work to do, lots of technique to improve, lots of technique to practice. But if you do, the payoff is fantastic because especially at the quicker tempos, it just sounds so authentic. Used by the greats like Clifford Brown, Dizzy Gillespie, Cannonball Adderley. So I think all the enclosures are quite advanced. Whatever tune you're doing them on, for intermediate players, enclosures are quite an advanced piece of vocabulary to incorporate. And now you can see why I've said it's so important that you do know the chord changes, because you are always enclosing a chord note. So you've got to know those. It's a given before you can apply any of these enclosures that we've used in activity 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now we can work through these as well in the coaching call. And if you feel like you need a little bit more support with these, I'm more than happy to do an extra little video to support you. Just let me know. Okay guys, just remember, just a little bit at a time. Just use a little bit of these enclosures at a time. These are just examples. You don't have to go through the whole thing. Maybe just enclose beat 1 every other bar, okay? So give yourself plenty of thinking time. And then beat 1 every bar. And then beat 3 every other bar, okay? There's so many different ways to practice this type of vocabulary. I would just practice beat 1 every 2 bars to start with, okay? And then maybe beat 1 every bar. Okay? So have some fun with Enclosures. Like I say, a bit more advanced, but well worth it if you put the work in. Okay? See you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.